If you're looking for ideas for your Thanksgiving tablescape, I've got a few for you. Keep watching. Welcome to This and That with Denise Jordan. I teach women to make wise home health and beauty decisions. So if you want to learn more about running a household, subscribe. Or if you want to see reviews about products that can benefit you in your home, subscribe. Because I do videos on those topics all the time. So hit that subscribe button, but definitely check out the show notes in the description box below so that you don't miss any upcoming videos. And be sure to hit that little bell icon. Okay, let's jump into it. Kenya at Kenya's Decor Corner and Kimberly at Diva Designing on a Dime with Kimberly Davis are hosting the Fall Tablescape Challenge, and I thought if I've got to put together a fall tablescape, I might as well go ahead and get ready for Thanksgiving. And I have been racking my brain for the past week trying to think, what am I going to do? And I just love to have a bright and colorful table for Thanksgiving. Now, there was a caveat with this particular tablescape. Not only did they want us to put together a fall tablescape, but they wanted us to do a DIY project that we incorporated into our tablescape. So I've got my funky bowl to show you. So my DIY is my funky bowl. So I'll show you the tablescape first, and then I'll disassemble one of the place settings and just tell you a little bit about that. And then I'll show you my DIY, just little snippets of me putting together that funky bowl. Oh, and I also put together this little garland of pumpkins for the table as well, but that's not the DIY that I'm going to show you today. We don't use our dining room a whole lot. As a matter of fact, we rarely use it. But Thanksgiving is one of those times when I do like to use it. So I thought I would set up my fall tablescape in the dining room and plan ahead for Thanksgiving. And I am loving the way this arrangement has turned out. And one of the things that I wanted to do was to really have a bit more color. I really wanted to be bold with some gold and some red and some orange. Those, quintessential fall colors. Just really make a bold statement. So I did that with my funky bowl and my table setting. Let me bring you up for a closer look. Now right here is my funky bowl, and I am just really loving all the different loops and the various colors of the oranges, and probably what you can't see right here is a little tiny kind of just a bedazzled, sparkly, glittery orange pumpkin that just really picks up the colors in the garland on the table, as well as the colors for fall and the colors in the ribbon. And then of course this gold here picks up the colors that are in the plate. So now let me show you that. Here's a long view of the tablescape. Now let's get a little closer. When you look at it from this angle, you can see here I've just got the table set somewhat formally. We're going to have soup, so I've got a soup spoon, teaspoon, and my knife. I'm using a wooden charger on this kind of a blue-green velvet table mat. You can see the peacock right there. Look at that little gold beak and then that gold belly. And then look at the different colors, the layering that's on the peacock in the plate. You've got that deep blue background with the greens and the teals mixed in, as well as some whites and some reds. So when you look at the place setting, you see the gold on this dinner plate picks up the gold in the breast of the peacock, and then the brown, which is one of the forms of red, is pretty much implemented throughout. But then you've got this red goblet picking up that red, again the golds and the browns, just all really working together. Now the charger came from Tuesday morning, but the dinner plate, the luncheon plate, the napkins and the napkin rings, as well as the red goblet, all came from Pier 1. The lantern also comes from Pier 1, and the placemats came from Pier 1. I forgot to mention that. And inside the lantern is some florals, which I picked up at Hobby Lobby, then also some candles that I got at the Dollar Tree. And then when you take a look at this funky bow, those tiny little pumpkins came from the Dollar Tree, but all the other ribbon came from Hobby Lobby. And if you want to see a tutorial on how to put together this funky bow, I will link Arlene's tutorial below so that you can see how to do that. And I got the pumpkins and the acorns and all the paraphernalia for the garlands at Hobby Lobby. Now when I planned this garland, one of the things that I wanted to do, again, was to emphasize the oranges, the golds and browns, the natural things you see in nature with fall. And my thoughts were also fall harvest, fall bounty. So of course, there's got to be some pumpkins and that kind of thing. But then also in the fall in Indiana, we get the leaves turning color. So you've got the maple leaves, you've got the acorns, the pine cones, that kind of thing. And I felt like the white pumpkins were necessary to pick up the white that's in the plates. So that's why I've got the white pumpkins there. And then this kind of a more reddish brown pumpkin picks up the red tones in this plate as well. So I'm working the reds with this one and this one. And I'll dim the light so that you can see the candlelight in the lantern. So when you're sitting here at the table, it really does look quite nice. I don't think you get as good a perspective from the video. So here is my fall tablescape. Now let's take a look at my DIY. So I'm going to have a 12 loop bow. So I've got 3 sets of 4 strips each, and then I have a 60-inch strip that's going to be my finishing touch. And I needed a pipe cleaner, which I don't have, so I'm going to use this raffia to twist around the center of the bow, and this is going to replace my pipe cleaner. I need to cut these tails so that they have like a little chevron on them. So fold this in half. Make sure the edges are together, and then I will start here. There you go. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of them just to save time. So I've got all my ribbons laid out, so now it's time to start making the bow. So I fold the strip in half, and then I put my fingers to where there's 5 inches, because that's going to be my loop, and I pinch it together, and then I take the back loop and twist it around to the front. The next strip I fold in half, find the 5-inch mark, pinch it in half, but only this loop I turn upside down. And again I twist the back, or rather the back tail, around to the front. I continue this pattern until they're all done, but it's important that I flip them each time. 3 more to go. Okay, so I've got it all pinched together. Now I'm supposed to put the pipe cleaner around it, but I'll be using raffia because that's all I've got. I'm loving these color combinations though. I think it'll look really good on my lantern centerpiece. Now I'm supposed to fluff it. Fluff, and then fluff some more. I am pretty pleased with this. I can't wait to put it on something. find the center and attach it to my raffia. So I just took the ribbon, and here's my 2 long tails, and I just tied it on in the middle of that raffia. And I'm going to knot it again. So you can see here where I've tied it right there. And now I've got like the 2 long tails. So now you want to apply your funky bow wherever you want to put it. And depending upon the kind of top your lantern has will determine how you get it tied on. You just want to make sure you tie it securely. Once you get it tied on, then you want to take the remaining ribbon and make a square bow in the back and then trim it off as you need to. Now once you get the bow tied on, you'll need to fluff it again because all the manipulation of the ribbon will have smashed some of the loops. So there you have it. You've seen my fall tablescape, which I'm using for Thanksgiving, and you've seen my funky bow, which I am so proud of. If you want to see more about how I put that together, then take a look at my video, Lantern Centerpiece with Funky Bow. So I'll link that video above with an iCard and below in the description box. I also want to encourage you to take a look at my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. It remains open for another week, so if you want to jump into that giveaway, make sure you check out the video and then take care of the 2 little tasks that it asks you to do. I will also be getting my pumpkin spice video put up, and then of course the 1 box challenge is coming up. We'll see if I can get that one done before the due date. Now here's my question for you. What part of this whole process did you have a question about? Tell me in the comment section below. And just so you know, I've raised 3 children. I've managed a home for more than 45 years, and I am a nurse by profession. So if you want to learn more about running a household, cooking and cleaning and laundry and health and beauty, subscribe. I would love to have you as a member of the TNT community. In the meantime, this is Denise Jordan saying goodbye. I'll see you in the next video.